Welcome to How2Mechanics. In this video, I'll be showing you how to remove, clean, and inspect your sieves on a Case IH combine. We're going to use an 18mm wrench to remove this bolt on this right side. There's also a bolt in the middle holding both sieves in. And then we're going to remove a bolt here on the left side as well. Underneath the sieve, we're going to remove the motor arm. It's a quarter turn it counterclockwise, and then pull down to remove the arm. To remove the upper sieve, we're going to wiggle and pull up at the same time, slide it backwards, and then push down, and then we're going to slide it out. This shows a reason why you want to remove the sieves. Once I pulled that top sieve out, there's rocks jammed inside the bottom sieves. To remove the lower sieves, we're going to do the same thing. Undo the motor arm, remove the bolts on both sides and in the middle, and then we're going to lift up and slide outwards. On the back of the machine, we're going to lower this pan down so we can slide out the sieve through that access area. And then we're going to slide it through that spot. To remove the pre-sieve, there's two bolts holding it in. There's a bolt on this side, and then there's one on the other side. Lift up to break it loose. And then I'm going to hook a ratchet strap to the pre-sieve. Hook the other end to the bottom of the chopper housing, and then we're going to pull it out. Take all the sieves outside so we can blow them off. This step is important, especially if you keep your combines outside all winter. What can happen is moisture can get inside and actually freeze and expand it and crack out your sieves. And most importantly, it also helps the sieves move up and down more freely without having it full of all the chaff. You want to check this rear flap, make sure there's no rips in it. If there is, replace it. Make sure there's no broken fingers. Operate them up and down by hand, make sure they're all moving correctly. Vacuum out and clean all the slides on the pan. With everything out, you're going to go ahead and inspect everything, make sure there's no cracks or any damage. And then also check your flatting on the auger down there below. We're going to slide in the pre-sieve, slide it into place, make sure you get the linkage lined up. We're going to lift up and then kind of push down and it'll fall into place. And then tighten the two bolts back down. Slide in the lower sieves where we drop that access panel down. Once you get them into place, make sure you install the motor bracket arms again. And then reinstall and tighten down the bolts holding the sieves in. With the lowers in, we want to calibrate them before we install the upper sieves. So we're going to go in the combine, click on calibrations, hit the calibration tab, and then we're going to click on lower sieve. And then you're going to take a sieve measuring tool like this one, and we're going to measure it down to 6 millimeters. The 6 millimeter mark is right there. We're going to lower the sieve all the way down to the bottom. Then we're going to raise it back up. Then we're going to find 6 millimeter, and then once you find that, we're going to stop. Keep lifting it until it slides right in, and then once it slides in that spot, you stop. Go back into the cab and hit OK, and calibration is complete. With the lower sieves calibrated, we can install the upper sieves. The upper sieves are slid in from the top, and reinstall the motor arm brackets. Back inside the combine, we're now going to go to upper sieve, and then we're going to go back and do the same thing. We're going to lower the sieve all the way down, raise it back up until we find the sweet spot. Go back in the combine and press OK, and calibration is complete. And with the 50 series, you need to calibrate the pre-sieve as well. It's the same process as the other sieves. The up and down buttons are located on the left-hand side of the combine next to the hydraulic filters. Once you have it in spec, make sure you go back on the combine, hit OK, and with that, you should be good to go. Thank you for watching How2Mechanics.